This slide tells you about dividing partnership income. This is practice exercise 12-2B on page 564. So look along in your book. It says Conyers and Stevens formed a partnership. They're dividing income by taking 1. A salary allowance to Stevens, 2. Interest on their capital balances, and 3. Any remaining net income divided equally. So our question is, how much income should be distributed to Stevens? So, first of all, we have to figure out what is the net income. This will always be given to you. $200,000 is our net income that we're working with and trying to distribute to our two partners. So next, begin distributing income in the order that was given. The first way that they tell us to distribute income is to a salary allowance to Stevens of $45,000. So basically, you've got your two partners, Conyers and Stevens, and we're going to give $45,000 to Stevens. Maybe Stevens works full-time and Conyers is a silent partner. For whatever reason, they decided to give him a salary allowance. So of the $200,000 that we had in net income, $45,000 has been distributed to Stevens. So that leaves us $155,000 left to distribute. The second point was interest of 8% on each partner's capital balance on January 1. So first, we have to calculate 8% of the capital balances. Conyers has a capital balance of $50,000, so we take 8% of that, and that gives us $4,000. We do the same with Stevens, except their capital balances is $160,000. Take 8% and you get $12,800. So we're going to distribute a total of $16,800 to the two partners based on their capital balances. We update their capital balances. There's Conyers and Stevens. That was the salary. Now we've allocated based on percent of capital balance, 4 and 12. So we're going to update that net income again. We had $200,000 that we're trying to distribute. $45,000 went to salary. Now we had $16,800 based on the percent of their capital balances. We have $138,200 left to distribute. The last point says we distribute that equally. From the previous slide, we know that the remaining amount is $138,200. Equally means divide by the number of partners, in this case 2. If we had 4 partners, we would divide by 4. 5, divide by 5. So if we divide by 2, we get that each partner should get $69,100. So we distribute it to the partners and update our schedules. So each partner is going to get $69,100. So if we distribute that, Conyers gets $69,100 and so does Stevens. So if we look at that net income again, we had $200,000. We distributed salary, capital balances, and finally the remainder equally. So we've distributed everything. So finally, the question of the problem. How much did each partner end up getting? Conyers ended up getting $73,100, Stevens $126,900. And there's always a check for this. What you distributed should tie back to the $200,000 net income. Yay, it does. Hope you understand how to do partner distributions now.